Hey folks, Rob Daniels here from the movie, TV, and video game soundtrack program Visions in Sound on visionsinsound.ca and 98.5 CKWR every week, 12 to 2 a.m. every Saturday morning. I'm here with Gimli, who is the show cat. He's been with the show 17 of the almost 25 years, and again, this is the lead up to my 25th anniversary show, which will be on June 7th, 2025. Just write that down if you're interested. So this week I decided to do, again, something a little bit different, but something also related to something that I'll be talking about in a bit. And this is the score to the 1999 film Virus. And Virus has Jamie Lee Curtis, and Donald Sutherland is in it as well. I think it's an underrated, overlooked film. It does have a bit of a Abyss feel to it, and the score kind of reflects that as well, but it's not bad. I enjoyed it. I think that Joel McNeely is a very underrated composer and has done some music for some really good films, Soldier being one, Iron Will being another, but he's also a really good conductor. Hollywood 95 is one that he's done, as well as another, The Day the Earth Stood Still is one of my favorites from him as well. So yeah, Joel McNeely's score is fantastic. I think you should really check it out. I wish that I could play music clips, but I don't want to upset the bots or the algorithms, because they'll shut this thing down, and I don't want to do that. That's what I don't want to do, is I don't want to get shut down because of this. So yeah, fantastic stuff. If you have not, first of all, if you haven't seen the movie, like I said, it's a really decent movie. And if you haven't heard the score, highly recommend it. If you can find it, this is the thing. I often wish that when they released scores that they were available all times. Now that's unfortunate that they can't be, but stuff gets sold out, rights run out, that kind of thing. And that's a shame. So yeah, with that in mind, I really enjoy Virus and the score itself. It's got some great moments in it, and I hope that you'll sit back, you'll enjoy it, and have a look at this particular score. Now, the main reason why I switched to Virus for this week is recently we lost actor Donald Sutherland. Now, he is in this film as the captain of the Sea Star, and he plays it with such reverence, such glee. He risks at the risk of ruining the film. He plays the captain who risks one last haul, which is his, and it's uninsured. And in a big storm, Typhoon Leia, I believe is what the typhoon was called, it sinks. But fortunately, in the eye of the storm, they have a bit of a respite. They find a Russian scientific vessel. At least that's what they think it is. And it's salvage, and the captain thinks he's going to have a huge payday. Well, what they don't know is there is something on the ship that requires electricity to live. And so it's very interesting. It actually came from the Mir spacecraft. Now, Virus, I don't know if you're aware, is actually based on a comic book from Dark Horse Comics, which came out, I believe, in 1998 or 99. I'm not sure. And again, for some reason, the last little while, I've been choosing films that have been celebrating their 25th anniversary in 2024. That's not the reason why I chose this. Anyway, getting back to Donald Sutherland. Donald Sutherland was one of those actors that could play anything well. He was good in pretty much anything. I remember first seeing him as, of all things, the clumsy waiter in That's Armageddon from Kentucky Fried Movie, a Abrams Zucker film, and that's, you don't see him. It's basically a cameo of him just flopping around and being a goofball. But I really liked his roles in The Hunger Games. Virus is another one. His roles in all of the other films that I've seen him in he was fantastic. He was a versatile actor, and he will be missed terribly. So getting back to Virus. If you haven't picked up Virus, you should pick it up. It's one of those scores that you should have in your collection, because if you can find it, it's a really, really good score. It is available on the Hippo label. So with that in mind, if you are interested in any of the film, television, or video game music that I do play on my show, I can be found on Visions in Sound, 12 to 2 a.m. every Saturday morning on 98.5 CKWR. I can also be found on my website, which is visionsinsound.ca. I can also be found on the Twitter, which is @VisionsSound. You can also find me on Good Pods, a downloadable app for your phone or other type devices. And I can also be found on any of the other podcatchers that are out there. So yeah, June 7th, 2025 is the 25th anniversary of the show. I hope you'll come along with me on this journey. I've got some great stuff coming up in the next couple of weeks. I really hope you'll join me and Gimli. Yes. Gimli, like I said, is the show cat. Been around a long time, right, buddy? Yeah. Love you. In any case, join me next week for week 6. Oh, and by the way, get out and listen to unusual scores. You'll be surprised as what's out there. We'll see you next week.